What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Zach, aka ZJ. Welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel, King DoorDash. For those of you guys who are new to watching my content, welcome to the family. I hope you all are having an amazing day, night, whenever it is that you are watching. Never forget, guys, every single day is a blessing, so there's always a reason to smile, and there's always something to be grateful for no matter what. I got my DoorDash app open right now. I'm ready to go off and make some money. Looks like the map says it's very busy, but before we start today's shift, I want to show you guys the stats. I am a Platinum Dasher here in Connecticut, and I got an overall acceptance rate of 72%, completion rate 98%, on-time rating 95%, customer rating 4.98, which is higher than it's been in a while, and an overall lifetime deliveries of 12,848. Once we hit 13,000, I'm doing a big giveaway, so you guys definitely want to stay tuned for that. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, you like positive DoorDash content, you like daily vlogs, definitely hit that sub button and do me a huge favor, smash the thumbs up button on this video. I got a challenge for you guys. If this video gets 300 likes, I will do the 24-hour challenge live, and that's going to be crazy. So you guys definitely don't want to miss out on that. I got a special guest here in the building with me, babe. Do you want to say what's up?
Hi.
She is rocking with her sunglasses, looking super spiffy.
Ready to go to the mall while you dash.
Wait, what are you talking about? I thought you were coming dashing with me.
No, that's for you.
What the? No, I'm just kidding, guys. Yeah, I got to take her to the mall. That was the deal. So I'm going to be dashing. And like I said, it's a very busy zone, or in our zone, it's very busy. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get back to these videos. I apologize, guys, for not dropping a video in a couple of weeks. I was sick for a week, and then the next week after that, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I was super damn lazy. So here we are. We're back on the grind. Guys, listen. I hope you guys are all setting your goals, working towards your goals, and using this as a means to achieve your goals. The flexibility, the freedom of this job is the nice part of the job. So I hope you guys are all working, making this year, the year 2025 is the year to go out there and get it. And babe, what's the motto? Tell them the motto. What's the motto that we always say?
No stress, no drama.
No stress, no drama, but also what else?
On the rise.
On the rise, but also what else?
Let's go get this.
Say yes, think less. What does that mean?
Just go do it.
That means go do it. That means say yes and think less. Stop overthinking things. So guys, say yes. Go out there and do what you want to do. Don't let fear define you. And I'm going to hopefully not let fear define me with this and get run over by this tractor. I'll see you guys in my zone once I get my first order offer. Let's stay positive. Let's go out there and let's make this money. All right, you guys, so I just dropped off my wife at the mall right now, and I am about to start my shift. I got Uber Eats on as well, so I'm going to be doing a little multi-apping today. I've been watching a couple of channels, seeing people multi-apping, and I'm always back and forth between Platinum Dasher and then multi-apping. I think both are the way to go, to be honest. Whatever works for you in your zone. I say this in every single video, and I'm going to say this here today in today's video. Whatever works for you in your zone, keep doing that, and use these videos, my videos, whatever I drop, as a means of motivation. Try whatever I say if I offer tips in your zone, but don't hold me to it, because I realize this is definitely market dependent. I've worked in 5 different zones, 3 different states, actually 4 states, including Chicago, which I only lived there for 3 months, but either way, that is 4 states in total. And I've noticed out of all of the different places I've worked, every single zone is different. Now, mind you, I have worked as a Platinum Dasher in all places, and I've found success working as a Platinum Dasher in all 4 states. However, I know that some people comment on my videos saying Platinum sucks. It's just not the move, and that's completely okay. You don't need to agree with me. I'm just saying this because a lot of people compare themselves to others on the internet, including myself, saying, don't, offer this kind of advice, or whatever you're offering is not working for me. And that's completely normal. It's not an hourly job, so everyone's going to have a different experience on the app. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and go online on Uber Eats. And again, I'm sitting at a 72% acceptance rate. So I am risking it a little bit, but whatever, it is what it is. It's about to hit dinner shift, and it is Thursday here in my zone. Thursdays are great, so we're just gonna bank on it. As I mentioned in my last 2 videos, I've been doing hour increments, so the time is currently 3:20. We're out dashing until 4:30, and I highly recommend it. The wisdom behind this is that DoorDash will offer you the best of the best offers to keep you on the app within that 1 hour. And I've noticed personally for me, my hourly averages have gone up a lot. So try it in your zone. There's our first order offer, 424, 3.9 miles. Definitely not taking that. But I just wanted to point that out again about, any advice I offer on this channel. Hopefully you guys, do apply it and it works for you. But don't hold me to it. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Listen, at the end of the day, we're all working these jobs in order to make money, in order to reach our goals, and in order, hopefully, to take these jobs and the freedom of these jobs and use them to get to our own goals. Because at the end of the day, although there's not a boss over our shoulders, we are still working under the big DoorDash boss. So that's what I want. I want this channel to be motivation and positivity, looking at these jobs in a positive way, regardless of where you're working. And although in some markets you might not be able to hit past $200, $150, some markets might hit $300, $400, $500. But at the end of the day, as long as you're getting by, as long as you're improving each and every single day in yourself, and as long as you're able to pay the bills and take care of your families and use this as a means to get to whatever that is for you guys, it is success in my opinion. So yeah, guys, just remember that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this rolling. I might drive around a little. I've noticed with these apps nowadays, you kind of got to just keep the car moving in order to get an order. So I'll go ahead and see you guys for offer number 1 in just a second. Also guys, one last thing before we start today's dash, I gotta put you guys on to this Dunkin' refresher. It's like a guava passion fruit with lemonade. My wife put me on right here if you guys want to take a screenshot of the order. It's a medium tropical guava refresher with lemonade. This stuff is fire. Go try it out and then come back to me and thank me, because I promise you this right here is actually liquid gold. All right, now let's go start our shift and let's get some money. All right, you guys, and check this out. This is our first order offer of the day coming in on DoorDash, $8.25 for 2.9 miles. It is a platinum tier offer. Let's go ahead and hit yes. This one is from New Asia. I don't think I've ever been there before, so I'm gonna go ahead and load this one. Usually in this area, I know where all the restaurants are. I don't even need to put the maps on. The beauty of knowing your zone is actually super beneficial. But we're only 3 minutes, 1.1 miles, and it turns out we are going in the right direction. So let's go. Real quickly, let me know below where you guys are watching from and what kind of gig work you do, and if there are any apps that you recommend that I do, because I'm always open to new apps and creating new content for you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead. This is what I usually do. With Uber Eats, it really doesn't matter. Acceptance rate is not like DoorDash's acceptance rate, so you can just kind of keep them rolling in. But the sound drives me crazy, and because we are on this DoorDash order, I'm going to go ahead and go offline, and then I'll usually just turn them both back on at the end of every single order. Whatever app provides me with the better order first, that's what I'll do, and then I'll just go ahead and pause the other app. Some people keep both apps rolling all the time, not really caring about acceptance rate. The issue is I don't like taking orders from different apps at the same time, and if I get 2 solid orders from different apps, I get tempted to take them both. So that's why I like to pause each app as I'm doing the other app. But to each his own, guys. Try it out. Multi-apping is definitely a secret sauce if you're in a zone like this where you're just constantly getting orders. Let's go get this one done, guys. I'm done talking. I am on my way, just a couple minutes away. So I'll see you guys over on that end for the pickup. We'll go drop it off together and see how much this one pays out. Let's go. All right, you guys, so we got our order picked up. We also got it loaded on the map. We're 5 minutes, 1.6 miles. So let's go ahead and hit go. Now, this leads me to my first tip. As soon as I came back in and I looked at my phone, I'm at 20% charge. Please don't make this mistake. When you're going out working, I got lucky that I got myself a charger right here in this car and I never let it leave my car, but please do the same. And if you don't got a charger, make sure you're going out at 100% or knowing at least how long you're gonna need the charger for, or the charge on your phone for. So say you're going out for like 2 hours, make sure your phone's at least at 50%, because this has happened to me a few times where I'm out dashing, my phone dies in the middle of a dash, I kid you not, and I ended up having to just ask a restaurant for the charger both times, because unfortunately me, myself, I never come prepared. I finally learned that because I didn't have a charger at the time, I had to get the order done. I was in the middle of it, and so that was the only way possible. I got lucky that I knew the workers working at the restaurant, so they hooked it up for me. But I don't want you guys to go through what I experienced, because first of all, you're late to the customer and the food might get cold, but also you might receive a bad penalty on your account for being late to the customer as well. So just not a good situation. That's my first tip. I'm gonna give you guys 2 more tips throughout the course of today's video, and I like to do that, give 3 tips every single video to help you guys out based off my personal experience of dashing for 5 years. If you guys got any tips to add as well, leave that in the comment section. I'm always open to accepting new tips and tricks from you guys, but also for whoever does read the comments, that can definitely be of help to them as well. Let's go drop this one off and see what this pays. Alright, you guys, so we just got done with that drop off. I left it on the back deck as they mentioned they wanted me to. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit done. I took a picture as proof, of course. Let's go ahead and hit complete delivery, and boom, $8.25 as it showed face value, $6.25 tip, $2 base pay. Let's freaking go. Let's keep this momentum going, and let's keep making this money. All right, you guys, we just got order offer number 2, which is a batch, so technically 2 and 3. This one is $7.75 for 3.6 miles for 2 orders. Let me know below if you guys would take this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit accept only because it is during downtime, and I'm just trying to rack up these orders. And if I can get an Uber Eats offer going north, I can also go ahead and match that together. Now, I did previously say I don't like doing that typically, but because this is a low paying offer, if I can combine them knowing that both orders are gonna get to their customers on time, then honestly, I don't see a problem with that. You just gotta be careful making sure that the Uber Eats order, if you do end up taking that, is along the route or at least right next to one of the 2 drop-offs. So I'll go ahead and leave Uber Eats on, and I'm gonna go ahead and I like to just kind of navigate towards a specific area, which in my zone is always gonna be downtown West Hartford. So yeah, let's go ahead and head over to Prey Kitchen. That's where both of my pickups are from, and that's the nice part about having a double, picking up from the same place, so I don't have to go to 2 separate places. And then the drop-offs are honestly only about like 2 miles away from the restaurant, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll go ahead and knock this one out in like 15 minutes or less, and we can keep this ball rolling. That is the way to go. I always talk about this, is accepting as many orders as you possibly can within the hour. Don't get so caught up in how much each individual order pays, rather how many orders you can take and accept in that 1 hour time frame. And that is tip number 2, is taking as many orders as you possibly can in the 1 hour time frame that you have per every 1 hour that you work. That should be the focus. Now, you can apply this to multi-apping as well as working one app, whether it be DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever gig app you do, but taking as many orders as possible is the way to go. Because think about it like this: if you take 4 $5 offers in that 1 hour, although a $5 offer is not the greatest, I think we can all admit on that, you're still gonna end up hitting $20 rather than waiting for one banger, say it's like 15 bucks, and you only get one of those per hour. Now you made $15 rather than making that 20. And although you might have had to work a little bit harder, doesn't matter. We're all in this to make as much money as we possibly can. So that is the right mindset. Just take as many orders as you possibly can. And that's why multi-apping can be super powerful. If you know how to work it, if you're strategic with it, that's the way to go. Just my 2 cents though. Try it for yourself and see how that works for you guys. Some people would still rather just wait on those bangers and take those, to each his own. But that's my second tip, and I'll go ahead and give one more tip before this video ends. Let's go pick up this order, drop them both off, and keep making this money. All right, you guys, so as you can tell from the last clip, I walked up to the door, didn't even realize it, but it looks like the store was closed for lunch break. So I took a picture and ended up getting like half pay, and then DoorDash just hit us with this one, $7.25, 5.9 miles. Not the best dollars to miles, but it is all on the highway right there. So we're gonna go ahead and hit accept, and that leads me right next to the mall, which is where I'm probably gonna pick up my wife. And then Uber Eats just keeps spamming us with orders. This order offers from Luna Pizza. It's like right across the parking lot, and they're usually ready right as we walk in. So solid order. I like to go by as many orders as I can get within the hour. We'll knock this one out within probably 10 to 15 minutes because again, it's all on the highway. And then we got room for one more order before 4:30 hits, which is that hour mark. After this order will be about $15.50, and we could definitely hit that $20 mark. All we need is one more $5 or more order, and we could definitely get that within the mix. So let's freaking go, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and I might as well just keep Uber Eats on if I can get one going the same direction. Looks like that's the type of multi-apping we're gonna do. I don't usually like to do that, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me super overwhelmed, but for the sake of today's video, because we're only out here for 5 hours, I'm gonna try to take as many offers as we possibly can. Now remember, it's all about being strategic, so if you're not experienced with this, or you're just you get overwhelmed like I do, I wouldn't recommend it. But for the sake of today's video, as well as for the sake of the limited amount of time that we have, that is what we're rolling with. I'm gonna go grab this order from Luna. We'll go drop it off together and see what it pays out, and we'll see if we can get that one more offer. We definitely will, who am I kidding, within that hour mark. And let's keep rolling these out, guys, taking as many orders as we possibly can. Let's get it.